Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm outside because it is a beautiful day out here, and today I want to talk about the music. This video today, I'm going to talk about 20 songs that you can use as demo songs with your HiFi system. Songs that all sound fantastic. Some of them are holographic, some three-dimensional. These are the songs that I use to evaluate gear. Some of the songs, I have hundreds of these, but this will be volume 1. 20 songs that will sound phenomenal on your HiFi system. We're going to get started. These are in no particular order. 20 songs that sound great on your HiFi system. The first song I want to talk about is called Sunday Walker from The Villagers. Now, this is not a rocker. It's not an upbeat song. It's more of a mellow song. But one thing that I love about this song is the vocals. When you listen, this is a song that can really bring that center image into focus with the vocals. And what you should hear is that vocal coming slightly out into the room, dead center. You shouldn't hear it from the side speakers. It should appear that it's coming directly from the center. And you have the beautiful flowy music in the background that kind of surrounds you a little bit. But this is a great song to show off the vocal performance. Sunday Walker from The Villagers. The next song is a song that has a really beautiful sound to it. It's from the band Enigma, and the song is called Amen. Now, I used this song in a sound demo for a video, I believe, with some clips, heresies maybe. And overall, this song will sound fantastic on almost any system. But if you have your system set up just right, you will hear the three-dimensionality of this song, and you will hear noises coming out. These little details that may be hidden on some systems will kind of pop out into the air, left and right, center, all around you. This is a beautiful song. It's a dense song. It's a little bit warm leaning, but it's very full, rich, and just sounds wonderful. So check out Enigma and the song Amen. Really beautiful song. So this next song is from Jeff Buckley. Jeff Buckley sadly passed away at a young age in a freak drowning accident, but he garnered critical acclaim for his album Grace. Now, there's a special edition of this album Grace with some bonus tracks on it, and one of those bonus tracks is called Mama, You've Been on My Mind, and I love the song for its intimate portrayal. One man, one guitar, his vocals that are pure and rich and so sweet, just so realistic. And as the song goes on, it builds from kind of a softer, lower volume to a louder volume. And if your system is good with dynamic range, the transitions from soft to light, you'll really get a sense of the song building as it gets to the end. Really, really realistic vocals. If you had a hologram machine and could pop up a hologram of Jeff Buckley, you would really think he was in your room singing. So check out Jeff Buckley, Mama, You've Been on My Mind. It's on the Grace album. It's a special legacy edition. I know it's on Spotify and Tidal, so feel free to check it out. Really beautiful song. Next up is a song by Jefferson Airplane. This is an oldie. This is a 70s song. It's called Lather. And if you have a system set up for really good imaging, you will hear these sounds within this recording pop out of space everywhere, to your left, to your right, upper left, middle. The vocals should come out of the middle, but this song is just filled with those special effects that help tell the story of the song. So if you want to hear how the imaging is within your system, check out the song Lather from Jefferson Airplane. On those systems that are really tuned for imaging or have precise imaging, you will really hear these sounds be separated from everything else. On other systems, like the system I have here, which is not really designed for that, you still hear them pop out somewhat, and it's just a really great song to test that imaging of your system. So Jefferson Airplane, Lather, be sure to check that one out. Another band I really like, and I like their latest album from last year, I think it was. The band is called Strand of Oaks. The album is called Under Heaven. Now, the opening song of this album, Galacticana, is big, powerful, toe-tapping, body swaying, room-filling, right? You hear every little pluck of those guitars, every instrument, and the vocal is just huge and big, and it makes you move. This album, Under Heaven, has really great songs on it. I like Horses at Night, Sunbathers. There's just so many, Jimmy and Stan. There's so many great songs on this album, and the album just sounds so rich and big and fluid, right? So be sure to listen to Galacticana if you can. Strand of Oaks off the album Under Heaven. This next song is by Linda Perhacs. Now, Linda made an album in the 70s. She was kind of a Joni Mitchell type of folk singer, right? And so her dentist heard some of her demos and funded her first album. The first album wasn't successful. It never went anywhere for Linda. So it was decades and decades later that she released another album in the 2010s, and she's in her 70s, and there's a song called We Will Live, and it's kind of a weird, ethereal, new age type of song. But wow, this has some depth, some layers. If you want to hear depth and layers, soundstage and three-dimensionality and that holographic thing going on, check out We Will Live by Linda Perhacs. This is a trippy song. If you're sitting in your room in the dark, the music, the sounds will totally encompass you. This is one of those songs where you can get up and kind of walk forward and hear the sounds all around you in a well set up system. So this is a great demo track, even though not everybody's gonna like this song. It does show what your system can do. Check out We Will Live by Linda Perhacs. Another singer that I've been listening to, Aisha Badru, I think that's how you say her name. She has a song called Mind on Fire, and when you cue it up on your system, you'll hear the background vocals, her voice coming from the left and right. They're not coming from the center, so you'll hear them filling your room, right? And then when she starts to sing, it is so clear and so right down the middle of the speakers coming out at you. Her voice is a little bit fleshed out. It's a little bit, you hear the space around the voice. It's just a really, really nice song to listen to on your system. You hear the bass line, boom, 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 and then the voices come in. I just love this song, and I love the way it sounds on almost any system that I've played it on. But on some of the better systems I've played it on, everything is so separated and its own thing that it just comes together to make for a wonderful presentation. So check out the song Mind on Fire. There's another band I actually really enjoy called Low Roar, and my favorite album from them is their debut album. They have a lot of good songs on this album, and I really enjoy queuing up the song called Rolling Over. Another one with a vocalist and a guitar, but the guitar strums and the string hits are so thick and present, and they have life. They're visceral, and the vocals are chesty and big, and they come out, and it's just a beautiful deep sound. The bass is perfect, but when it gets to the chorus, right, when they're humming along, it just makes you get into the song and flow. It's almost like the song gets into my body and soul, and I start moving. So check out the band Low Roar and the song Rolling Over. There's other great songs on that album, and most of the songs on that album sound fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful recording quality. Low Roar, Rolling Over. Now this next song, I've heard it in show videos, audio show videos that I've seen on YouTube. So they're using this song as demos at audio shows sometimes. It's from Malaya, is that her name? Malaya? I might be saying that totally wrong. But the song is called Celestial Echo, and it's in collaboration with Boris Blank, who does electronic music. And when the two combine, those vocals with that electronic instrumentation, it's just a beautiful presentation, very spacious, right? The soundstage is wide as can be. The soundstage has depth as well, and the vocals again are dead center where they should be in a proper system, but you hear all these little sounds emanating from the speakers, and sometimes they'll shoot out and they'll kind of fade off like they're fading off in the air. I remember hearing this song on one of my systems where I had all Nordist Valhalla cables. I was using a Luxman integrated and some Dynaudio speakers. That's the best I ever heard this song. It just sounded amazing in that system. So this song can really show you what your system is made of when it comes to vocal performance, for electronic music, for example, bass. Really awesome song, Celestial Echo. Be sure to check that out. Another song that sounds really cool. It's a song called John Wayne from a band called Cigarettes After Sex. Now, I like this song because of the recording quality. I like the guitar. The vocals are haunting. Again, these are some very realistic vocals. And again, dead center, they should be coming out between the speakers, and you'll hear all the acoustic, the guitars so clearly, each strum, and there's great bass to the song as well. Nothing's lacking. And when the chorus kicks in, everything amps up and just starts filling the space. Very beautiful sounding song. You may not like the song in general, but if you want to hear what a system can sound like in from top to bottom, this is a great song to test. Again, the vocals are haunting and surreal here, very crisp, very clean, and the instruments are all full-bodied and they sound fantastic. Check out Cigarettes After Sex and the song John Wayne. Another great song that has haunting vocals, and he has a lot of haunting vocals over many of his songs, Patrick Watson. One of my favorite songs from him is called Lighthouse, and this is a song that starts slowly with some soft piano, and when his vocals come out in the beginning of the song, it sounds so surreal. I think the first time I heard it, it gave me goosebumps because his voice literally sounded like it was right in front of me. I think I was using a nice Class A amp, and the song and my Fleetwood DeVilles, and the song just came right out, right in front of me, the vocals, while the music was haunting in the background. And this song kind of builds up to a crescendo as well, and there's a part of the song where it just, it slams, and then you have all this beautiful music coming from everywhere. Be sure to check out Patrick Watson's Lighthouse. Very beautiful song. So Lisa Bassenge has created a cover of a famous Doors song, Riders on the Storm. This song was suggested to me by a friend of mine back in Phoenix. Years ago, I used to sell some hi-fi gear to him. We met up. He used to go to the same hi-fi shop. So thanks, Charlie, for suggesting this song a while back. It made it into one of my playlists. This is a beautiful song, and Lisa sings it with conviction, and it's just beautiful all the way around, from vocals to the music, to the instruments, to the production. Everything sounds spacious, beautiful, a little bit three-dimensional. So this is another one to check out. Again, it's on Tidal, it's on Spotify, it's probably on Qobuz. Just stream these songs and they will sound beautiful. Riders on the Storm, another fantastic demo song. So on those days when I have a little stress and I want to unwind or relax or just cleanse my soul, I sit in my listening seat and I throw on some B-Tribe, B-Tribe, and there's a song called The Sun that is kind of a new age song. It's instruments, it's there's some vocals in there, but it's recorded so beautifully. These strings and these guitars and the music just, again, float around you and encompass you, right? This has the ability to actually wrap around you with the soundstage in some systems, depending on how your system is set up. But when I sit back and I listen to this, I hear all the sounds coming from everywhere, and they're full-bodied, and the bass is fantastic on these tracks on this whole album. But I especially like this one called The Sun. So if you get a chance, be sure to cue up some B-Tribe if you're feeling a little stressed, and sit back, dim the lights, and get basically encased within the music. The next song is called Guns for Hire. It's by an artist called Woodkid, named Woodkid. Now, I like other Woodkid songs, but Guns for Hire is one of my favorites. It builds up throughout the song. It sounds very cinematic. It sounds like it was recorded to be in a soundtrack. It's just big. It's bold. The vocals are rich and big. The music is astonishingly big and huge. It will fill your space. Now, Woodkid has other really cool songs. I like Pale Yellow. That's another great song. A lot of electronic kind of music going on. But Guns for Hire, It's just something that when I put it on and sit down and listen to, I love it every time I hear it, and I love the way it builds throughout the song. And if you have a system that can handle it, turn it up, and you'll just hear this smooth, beautiful sound coming right at you from the speakers as his voice comes through you dead center yet again. And it's just a beautiful sounding song, very dense, very rich, and powerful. That's how I would describe cinematic. Guns for Hire by Woodcock. You may know the song Que Sera Sera, but there is a band who did a cover of this song called Hidden Citizens. The name of the band is Hidden Citizens, and this is a spooky, powerful, haunting version of Que Sera Sera. The vocals are spooky and in the room. The music is all over the place. The dynamic range in this track is stunning as well, and there's a part where it builds up and then you will hear your sub or your speaker's bass quality come through. It's just got this massive crescendo it builds up to, but it's a really haunting song, and the instruments used within the recording are also very haunting, and they kind of come out in a three-dimensional space. This is one of those holographic soundstage type of recordings. Very, very cool. Que Sera Sera by Hidden Citizens. There's an album called Pastimes from Dylan LeBlanc, and there's a few songs on there I like. It's a short album, but there's a song called Blind Willie McTell that has a great sound to it. Sharp acoustic electric acoustic type of instrumentation, but it's big. You hear the reverb trails. His voice comes through and you hear that reverb on the voice. In my space, this has an extremely large sound stage. So this is a good song to test your sound stage. It's not one of those songs that'll pop details everywhere, but it's a good song. It sounds really good in my space, and you'll hear the quality of his instruments and his voice. It's just one of those big, spacious kind of songs. Also on the album, he does a remake of Led Zeppelin's Going to California, which I also like. I might like that one even more. So check out Dylan LeBlanc on Pastimes. Check out Blind Willie McTell. Really cool stuff. Going back to the band Low Roar, during the pandemic, Low Roar created a song or released a song called Do You Miss Me? And something about this song that touches me. I just like this song. I like the dual vocals, and you can hear both vocals separated clearly in the song in a good system. Again, it's a mellow type of song, but there's various layers to it. So this is a good song to hear the layers within a recording. It's called Do You Miss Me? It's from the band Low Roar. Very nice, organic type of sounding song. A little bit of spatial qualities going on in this song. Overall, I love the band Low Roar, and this is another one that I really dig. Do You Miss Me by Low Roar. All right, this next song is by Vincent Amigo, or Vincent, I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right, but it's called Requiem. And this is a longer song. It's one you want to sit down for, turn it up a little bit, have the room quiet, dim the lights, and you will hear a haunting presentation of instruments and vocals here in this song. There's something about it. There's a tangible, visceral presence to this song, very well recorded, and you just hear all of those qualities that we look for when we set up our hi-fi system. This is the kind of song that you can demo your system with, and somebody could sit in your sweet spot and be blown away by what they're hearing. So be sure to check out this song, Requiem. It's a beautiful, haunting song that I'm sure you will enjoy. Moving on to Bodil Niska. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right. She plays the saxophone. She does a cover of Over the Rainbow that is remarkable. Now, this is not a high-res recording or anything special, but it still sounds fantastic on any system I've heard it on. When that sax comes in early in the song, it should just jet out into the room and fill your space with that rich, deep saxophone tone. You should hear that bass within the sax. It's absolutely huge. I remember hearing this song on Klipsch La Scalas and Klipsch Cornwalls, and it was just, whoa, you know, I've not heard that song sound as good as I did on those speakers. It was just had a life and presence to the song that just made me want to sit back and listen to the entire song. It's an instrumental, but it's really well done. So be sure to listen to Over the Rainbow. I think you'll really like it. You Can't Lose What You Ain't Ever Had by Muddy Waters from Folk Singer is a song you must hear. That's an album you must hear. Now, Folk Singer is a highly regarded album among audiophiles. This one is very well recorded. It's very intimate. You hear every sound made during the recording of this album, and this song really has everything about it. Like you hear the acoustic guitar with all the detail and life and presence you could ask for. The vocals are powerful, and this whole recording has this massive dynamic range. So turn it up and listen, and it's gonna really touch you. These songs have power. They have a reality, a realism to them. It takes you back, like you're back there with Muddy when he was recording these songs. Folk Singer by Muddy Waters, must-hear album, and every song on the album is recorded really well. But this one is one that I really like. So there you go. There were 20 songs here I just listed that all sound fantastic on a nice hi-fi setup. Even if you don't have a big expensive setup, these songs will sound really good on your system. These are songs that have life, three-dimensionality, nice soundstage, beautiful imaging, and you might not like the song itself. There's some songs that I don't like, but I love the way they sound and what they do, the way they demo my system, right? So check these songs out, see what you like, see what you think, and if you have any songs that you like to demo your system with, leave a comment below and let everybody know what songs you like, and maybe we can build up this library of awesome songs to demo our system with. And I'll do another one of these videos if you guys are interested in these kind of videos. I have hundreds of these kinds of songs that sound phenomenal through our system. We don't have to pick specific music. You know, a lot of people like to choose specific music to demo hi-fi with. The Diana Krall, I love some of her music, but it's been overdone. Melody Gardot's been overdone in demoing hi-fi gear. There's a lot of great stuff out there. It doesn't have to be audiophile pressings or audiophile recordings to enjoy the music. So hope you enjoyed this. If you did, thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to see more like this, let me know in the comments. And I'll see you next time. Bye.